If you've looked in the mirror lately and thought, I just look tired. Even after a full night's sleep, your hair might be the hidden culprit. Here's the truth most stylists won't tell you. The rules for gorgeous hair change completely after 65. What worked fabulously at 50 can add a decade to your face at 70. Today, we're not here to sell you expensive products or crazy treatments. We're going to walk through 10 specific, fixable mistakes. Things you can change by your next shampoo. No drastic cuts needed. No harsh chemicals required. Just smart, science-backed tweaks that lift, brighten, and soften your entire appearance. By the end of this video, you'll have a checklist to take to your stylist, or do at home, that guarantees a fresher, younger, more energetic version of you. Let's start with mistake number 1. And this one surprises almost everyone. Mistake number 1. Wearing the same hair part for decades. A deep, rigid side part that hasn't moved since 1995. Here's why this ages you instantly. Over time, gravity and repeated tension pull hair follicles in one direction, creating a visible bald strip or thinning line. Worse, a severe side part casts harsh shadows across your forehead and eye area, accentuating every wrinkle and sag line. The fix? A simple, free change. Switch your part to the opposite side, or try a soft, slightly off-center middle part. This instantly lifts the crown, creating the illusion of volume where thinning often occurs. It also balances facial asymmetry, something that naturally increases with age. Try this. Tomorrow morning, use a wide tooth comb while hair is 80% dry. Gently push all hair forward, then tilt your head down and back up. Let the hair fall naturally. That's your new, organic part. For fine hair, a zigzag part, made with the end of a rat tail comb, hides scalp better than any powder. Do not underestimate this. Changing your part takes 3 seconds but lifts your whole face without Botox. Commit to it for 1 week. You'll see the difference in every selfie. Mistake number 2. Overly dark, one-dimensional color. Jet black or deep brown hair with zero highlights. Why does this age you? As we mature, our skin loses contrast and produces less melanin. Very dark hair against older, paler skin creates a harsh, chalk and cheese effect that draws attention to every shadow under your eyes and every brown spot. It also makes thinning hair more obvious because dark colors expose scalp contrast. The Youthful fix. Lift your base color by just 2 shades and add soft, face-framing highlights. Think warm honey, caramel, or champagne beige, not yellow or orange. The goal is to mimic the natural highlights children have. Softer, lighter ends. You don't need full bleach. Ask your colorist for a lived-in gloss or baby light technique. These reflect light like a natural filter, blurring fine lines. If you dye at home, switch from permanent to demi-permanent color 1 shade lighter than your natural. Then use a brightening conditioner once weekly. An immediate test. Hold a piece of white paper next to your hair. If your hair looks significantly darker than the paper's shadow, it's too dark. A soft, dimensional brown or light auburn can take 7 years off your face instantly. Mistake number 3. The helmet head, overly lacquered style. Rock hard, sprayed down hair that doesn't move. This style screams, another decade, because stiff hair signals one thing, fear of change. But here's the physiology. Stiff hair sits still, while your face moves. That contrast makes you look rigid and uncomfortable. Worse, heavy hairspray and gel buildup, weighing down fine hair, and making it look greasy, not polished. The fix. Embrace soft movement. You want hair that bounces slightly when you walk. Switch to a lightweight mousse or sea salt spray at the roots only. Then use a medium hold, flexible hairspray from 12 inches away. A pro trick. After styling, tilt your head upside down and shake at the roots with your fingertips. This breaks up the helmet and creates natural volume. For curly or wavy hair, use a curl cream and air dry 70%, then diffuse. For straight hair, try Velcro rollers for 5 minutes after blow drying. The result? Hair that looks healthy, not hard. And when hair moves, your face looks more relaxed and engaged. People unconsciously perceive soft hair as younger, healthier, and more approachable. So put down the aerosol can. 1 spritz, then finger comb. That's all you need. Mistake number 4. Cutting hair all one length, especially blunt ends. A blunt, all one length cut, especially at chin or shoulder level. Why is this so aging? A straight, solid line across the bottom pulls the eye horizontally, which widens the face. As we age, our jawline softens and necks can change. A blunt cut acts like a stop sign, emphasizing exactly the area we want to de-emphasize. The fix: internal layers or a soft, textured perimeter. You do not need a short grandma cut. You need graduated layers that start around the cheekbones. This creates diagonal lines that lift the eye upward. Ask your stylist for point cutting or slice cutting at the ends. This removes weight without losing length. For fine hair, long layers are better than short layers. They preserve density while adding movement. A perfect example: a lob, long bob, with face framing pieces that hit at the collarbone, not the chin. Those pieces should be the shortest part. Then, the back should be slightly shorter than the front to avoid the mushroom effect. If you trim at home, never cut straight across. Always cut upwards at a 45-degree angle using hair shears, never paper scissors. This one change alone softens the whole face. Mistake number 5: ignoring your crown volume. Flat, plastered down hair at the crown. The crown of your head is the highest point of your silhouette. When it's flat, your whole face looks pulled downward. Think of it like a deflated balloon. But when you add even a ½ inch of lift at the crown, your eyes, brows, and cheeks appear instantly lifted. The fix is mechanical, not magical. First, stop conditioning your roots. Condition only from the ears down. Second, blow dry upside down for 2 minutes, just until the roots are dry. Third, use a root lifting powder or spray, like a volumizing powder or dry shampoo, at the very top. Rub a pea-sized amount between your fingers, then dab directly on the scalp in 3 spots. Massage in circles. Fourth, use a small round brush on just the top section, lifting straight up and forward, not backward. A quick daily trick: take 2 small butterfly clips at the crown while you do your makeup. Remove them last. The heat from your scalp sets the lift. Avoid heavy pomades or oils near the crown. And never back comb. That destroys the hair cuticle over time. Gentle, clean lift is the goal. Even women with very thin hair can achieve this with a volumizing mousse applied to damp roots. Test it. Take a before and after photo from the side. The lift makes your neck look longer and your jaw sharper. Mistake number 6: too much length hair below the bust. Clinging to very long hair past your chest. Let's be kind but direct. Hair that is very long past a certain age often ages you for 3 reasons. First, long hair drags the face down visually, accentuating jowls and neck laxity. Second, older hair is usually drier and more fragile. Ends become see-through and stringy, which looks unkempt. Third, very long hair competes with your features instead of framing them. The fix is not necessarily a pixie cut. It's finding your power length. For most women over 65, the most flattering length is between the collarbone and armpit. This is long enough to pull up but short enough to hold volume. If you love your long hair, compromise. Add long layers and keep the bottom 2 inches very textured, not blunt. Or commit to wearing it up 50% of the time. A soft, low bun or twist actually looks more elegant and youthful than loose, straggly long hair. Do this test. Pull all your hair back into a low ponytail. If your face looks more lifted and defined than when hair is down, that's a sign the length is too long. One snip to mid-chest can transform your posture and make your eyes the focal point again. Mistake number 7: the wrong bangs, too heavy or too thin. Bangs that are either a thick, heavy curtain or wispy, sparse baby hairs. Heavy bangs weigh down the forehead, shorten your face, and emphasize the area around the eyes, where we see crow's feet and hooding. On the flip side, ultra-thin, see-through bangs look dated and accidental. The perfect youthful bang after 65 is a soft curtain bang, or bottleneck bang. These are longer at the temples, hitting the cheekbone, and shorter in the middle, just grazing the brow. They part in the middle or slightly off, so you can see forehead skin. Why does this work? Because visible forehead creates vertical length, which counteracts sagging. The side pieces also sweep horizontally across the brow bone, camouflaging hooded lids without hiding your eyes. To style, blow dry bangs with a small round brush, rolling away from your face. Never cut bangs straight across when dry. Always cut wet, then check dry. A great rule. Bangs should never be shorter than the middle of your eyebrow. If you have a very small forehead, skip bangs entirely and opt for long face framing layers instead. And please, avoid the single swoop bang sprayed to one side. That's a 1980s tell. Soft, breathable, piece-wide bangs are your new best friend. Mistake number 8. Ignoring texture changes, hormonal shifts. Treating your hair today like you did at 40. After menopause, hair texture changes dramatically, often becoming finer, more brittle, or suddenly curly or frizzy. Fighting this change ages you because you end up with damaged, broken hair. The fix is working with your new texture, not against it. If your hair has become curlier, embrace it with a hydrating shampoo and a leave-in cream. Stop blow-drying straight. If your hair has become finer, switch to volumizing products and a shorter, layered cut. Never use repair shampoos with heavy proteins. These make fine hair stiff and straw-like. Instead, look for weightless hydration. An easy test. Take one strand of wet hair. If it snaps immediately, you need moisture. If it stretches and breaks, you need protein. For most women over 65, a moisture-first routine wins. Also, switch to a satin pillowcase, reduces breakage by 40%, and a microfiber towel. Never rub hair dry, only squeeze. And lower your wash temperature. Hot water strips natural oils, making older hair look dull and wiry. These texture tweaks alone can make your hair look thicker and shinier, without any new product. Mistake number 9. Over-curling or over-flat ironing. Using heat tools every day at maximum temperature. This is a hidden egger because damaged hair looks dry, frizzy and dull. All traits we associate with old hair. But here's what most don't realize. You don't need to eliminate heat. You need to lower the temperature. For fine or thinning hair, set your flat iron to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, not 450 degrees Fahrenheit. For normal hair, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. For coarse or curly, 380 degrees Fahrenheit max. And never pass over the same section more than twice. Also, change how you curl. Instead of tight ringlets, which look dated, go for loose, soft waves made with a 1.5-inch barrel. Wrap the hair around the barrel, leaving the ends out for a modern, undone look. A pro trick. After curling, run a wide-tooth comb through everything gently. This breaks curls into waves. Then, apply a drop of serum to your palms and scrunch upward. For straight hair, never flat iron from root to tip. Only flat iron the mid-lengths and ends, leaving the root natural. Better yet, try heatless styles. Foam rollers overnight or a wrap dry style. Your hair's elasticity decreases with age, so each high heat session does cumulative damage. Cutting heat in half will transform your texture in 2 weeks. Mistake number 10. Forgetting the neck and hairline. Stopping your hair color or style at the ears, ignoring the nape and hairline. Nothing ages you faster than a dark, dyed top with a gray-white neckline, or a styled crown with fuzzy, neglected baby hairs around the face. The fix is meticulous but simple. First, if you color, always feather color down to the nape. Ask for a shadow root, or smudge so there's no harsh line. Second, use a tinted dry shampoo or root touch-up powder along your hairline and temples. These areas naturally thin first. Third, style your baby hairs. Take a clean mascara wand or small toothbrush, spray with light hold spray, and gently smooth flyaways along the hairline. Fourth, never forget your neck. The nape should be either closely trimmed for short cuts, or have soft, wispy ends for longer cuts. A blunt, thick line at the nape emphasizes any crepey skin on the neck. Ask your stylist for a tapered nape. Finally, consider your sideburns. Very short, buzzed sideburns read masculine and harsh. Soft, curved sideburns that blend into the hairline are feminine and youthful. Do this tonight. Look at your hairline in a magnifying mirror. Fill in any gaps with a matching powder. Then pull a few soft tendrils down near your ears. This frames your face like curtains frame a window. It's the final, polished step to looking 10 years younger. You've just learned the 10 biggest hairstyle mistakes that add years to your face, and more importantly, how to fix every single one without a total makeover. Remember, the goal is never to look like a different person. It's to look like the most rested, vibrant, confident version of you. Pick just 2 of these fixes to try this week. Maybe it's changing your part and adding a root lifter, or lowering your flat iron temperature and softening your bangs. Small changes compound into dramatic results. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear it, kindly. And if you want a printable checklist of all 10 fixes to take to your salon, check the description box below. Now go look in the mirror, smile, and know that younger is not an age. It's an energy. And your hair is the easiest place to start. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more real, honest, no fluff beauty advice after 60. See you in the next one.